Why do some people seem to climb the ladder of success so easily while others fail? Is there something at work, chance, or luck? I got to sit down with one such entrepreneur who doesn't believe in luck. Instead, she credits her hard work and space and opportunity. So join me now as we hear her story and do a gorgeous reflection on luck versus hard work.
When I started my entrepreneurial journey, cleaning toilets was what I thought I was just gonna own a cleaning business for the rest of my life. I literally changed lives for a living. So I am a second generation entrepreneur, and just growing up in the environment, I mean, from when I can remember, I was always in business. It was, that was the theme of the house. My mom, such an amazing woman. I always saw her at the forefront. I saw her hustling. I saw her, doing what she loved and doing it with so much passion. She owned a cleaning business, and then she got into the daycare industry, childcare, when we moved to Florida like 25 years ago. So to be able to see my mom start something and then become such a powerful force, I mean, it just showed me the foundation that, you can have whatever you want. When I talk to my friends and stuff, they're always like, you have an advantage. And I'm like, I do. I'm privileged because I had parents that showed me how to get it out of the mud. It's in my blood. People be like, where did you learn this? I'm like, I didn't go to college. Donna and Eric, they're the ones that they gave me that blueprint that you don't need a degree to be successful. You don't need, you don't even need to work for a 9 to 5. If you truly want something and you are passionate about it, your passion will lead you to your purpose, will lead you to get paid. And so that's how I'm here today, honestly.
Michelle may credit her parents with setting the example of hard work and determination, but as we'll find out, that doesn't guarantee success. In fact, Michelle found herself down on her luck. A single mom to 2 children, no job, no opportunity, or so she thought, until she created it for herself.
I was scared. I was really, really scared because, I had my first son at the age of 20, and that wasn't the plan. So to be in a situation again and, to know that I'm gonna be a single mom again, it put me in a place of just being scared. I didn't know, to go left, to go right. I'm back with mom and dad. They're the ones that have my back. They're the ones that are helping me through my pregnancy, because my pregnancy with Trey, I was high risk. They told me he was gonna have Down syndrome. They told me he had all these issues. It was just really intense. And what it did for me when I had my second son, it put a fire in me. And I say this all the time, Landon changed my life, but Trey saved my life. He's the one that made me step up in a space and say, I deserve more than this. My kids deserve more than this. So July 11, 2017 was the day that I decided I'm taking my life back. I'm not gonna let anything control me. And within 90 days from that day, I made $17,000 cleaning houses, cleaning toilets. And I was doing it 6 days a week. And at first, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a house cleaner. It was embarrassing because nobody understood the vision. It's funny because in 2015, I actually conceptualized the idea of queen cleaning concepts. But I was dating someone at the time that was like, I can't date a maid. And it's like, well, circle back now. I'm maid. I went from MAID to MADE.
From maid to made indeed. But Michelle soon found out that she was thinking much too small. And if she wanted to grow, she had to create her own luck.
So when Queen Cleaning Concepts, I was trucking through, I did that for 2 years, I realized I was I'm starting to get calls from big businesses. And I got a call from the radio station, and they wanted me to do maintenance because people knew me. They knew that I was the queen of clean. So I was like, okay, if I can master residential, I can do anything. So we added pressure washing, we added commercial cleaning, we added maintenance for events. So all the events, dinner and blanc, all the radio events that they were doing in downtown Orlando, all of those things, my company was the one that everybody was looking for. And as humbling as it was, I was like, oh my gosh, I need a new name. I'm no longer resonating with the Queen of Clean, because to me, it was very hard to let it go, because that was my start. That was my baby. But what I realized, that if I want to be bigger, if I want more, I have to think bigger. So that's when I birthed Welch Enterprise Services. And I was like, oh, this sounds great. Like, this is perfect. And our catchline for that is we services. It's a we thing. We come together, we create your plan for your business, and you're not always gonna finish how you start. You know, I started just with residential, and now we service over 15 different niches in the cleaning industry in itself. So it's like, I had to let go of playing small. And I don't have a college degree, but people that work for me do. And, you know, for me, that's from going from being in a space of having to use my kids' piggy bank to cleaning toilets day in and day out and feeling like this is what I traded it all for, to being in a space now where it's like, okay, yeah, this is exactly what I traded it all for.
Having mastered residential and commercial cleaning, Michelle knew that she could probably take those talents as a CEO and aid corporate America.
So with my agency now, we create digital products, we create mastermind groups, we facilitate retreats, we facilitate workshops, and I actually go into corporate and I teach corporate how to be more productively producing and basically have better employee morale with better productivity and effectiveness, and how to essentially, you know, bring in more revenue because of productivity.
Apparently, Michelle wasn't done yet helping other people. She now wanted to reach back and help those other single parents who might feel like they're down on the luck and in a hopeless situation. So Michelle reached on the experiences she had had when she was in that position and founded the Single Parent Purpose.
So Single Parent Purpose was birthed out of the need that I had missing. When I started, like I said previously, starting my entrepreneurial journey back in 2017, there were no resources. The mentorship was very shaky. You know, a lot of women didn't really want to help me. It was just a lot. It was a negative experience. Single Parent Purpose was birthed out of my own purpose of wanting single parents to feel like they weren't in this by themselves. People make excuses. A lot of people make excuses. And if we're not holding people accountable, you know, you can say, oh, I don't have enough time. Okay, why don't you have enough time? And so when Single Parent Purpose came about, it was that mindset for me, is to take people out of I don't want to call it a victim mentality, but a victim mentality, and putting them in a victory mentality. Just because this is my circumstance, my story does not stop here. And it's like things like that, you know, to that one little step, because where was my help besides my parents when I couldn't afford diapers? Something so simple. And people are so scared to ask for help nowadays because they don't want to be judged. And it's like, I'm the least judgmental person. So if nobody else, then why not me? And so I was like, I'm going to be the one to make it a point to say, I hear you, I see you, I know the need. Let's fulfill that need. So it came just from a place of genuine love and concern that if I struggled with this and I had all the support that I had, I could imagine people that don't have a Donna and Eric like I do. So that is where it really came from. You have to understand that sometimes your purpose is bigger than you. It's bigger than what you've expected it to be. And you're not always going to finish how you start. And you can't hold yourself back just because of what you think people are going to think about you or how you think people are going to feel about you. Because ultimately, like, we're just here to do what God in the universe has put in us. Whether today I'm wearing a hat that I'm a cleaner, or tomorrow I'm a caterer, or the next day I'm on the phone saving someone from killing themselves, it doesn't matter. In whatever capacity God has for me to operate in, that is what I'm gonna stand in. So yes, I have a title of productivity specialist, but when you ultimately ask me what I do for a living, I change people's lives. And I know that my purpose on this earth is so much greater that I'm okay with that. I'm okay with hitting rock bottom a million times. It's allowing me to develop the skills to help other people, because that's what I'm here to do.
I'm sure you can agree that the world is a far better place with Michelle sharing the lessons that she's learned Thank you, Michelle, for those gifts. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Gorgeous Reflections, and I also hope that you have on your calendar to attend our upcoming art exhibit at the Mills Art Gallery, where the sales of the artwork is going to benefit Second Harvest Food Bank. I want to thank you for joining us. I'm Bess Auer, and this is the Gorgeous Reflections.